Hi friends, it's Michelle with Garden Jargon, and I am here standing in the entrance of the Batavia Community Garden. And we would consider this the golden hour if we didn't have any cloud cover right now. But I just call it the sweaty hour because that's what it is right now. It's disgusting. This is when you want to move to San Diego because it is so wet and gross. I've been out here for an hour and I'm soaking wet. So the sun is no longer here. I can take off my hat, but my hair is a wreck. So you get to witness the hot mess in action today because I just realized I have not really walked around this entire garden. For you guys, I've only shown you the Batavia Community Garden community plot portion of this garden. And I'd like to show you the entire garden today because this coming Saturday, the 31st of July, 2021, we have the Batavia Rotary Club coming out here with us with a crew of people. We have Team Depot coming out here with us. Dan and his crew from the West Aurora Home Depot is going to be out here, and we are going to be doing a lot of hands-on cleaning up this garden for the fall and getting it ready for spring. I know it's only July, but we do have a spring to look forward to. We also have a fall to look forward to. So once we get these beds amended in a way that we can use them, we will be able to plant things in the brassica family, which is your broccolis, your cabbages, your cauliflowers, your kales, kohlrabis, things like that can actually go past your frost date. And our average frost date this year is October 15th. So these things can grow in the ground and even take a light frost. They can even take a snow. So we're going to put them in the ground because we have the real estate to do so. And it's a nice way for everybody here to watch this experiment and to watch this happen or to watch it fail. But why not learn as we're going? We are kind of turning our waiting room into this classroom that we are all learning here every day. So let me flip this camera around and show you what we have going on in the garden. All right, here we are in the Batavia garden. Gosh, this looks so different from when I came out here in March and met with Amanda, and this was just all green grass. What a blessing. I'm in awe and in awestruck wonder every day that I come out here because I realize that 90% of the plants that are in this garden grew in my basement. So on my way home from work today, I found a chip truck that was on the side of Route 25 in Aurora, and I asked him to kindly bring his chips, which is great because these chips and these chips will be spread in this entire area for our parking area. We're gonna make sure that we have tons of chips right here, and the wood chips are gonna go all the way back there. We started pulling the chips off of these piles back here. This pile back here goes from there all the way over to there. And we've been pulling off of that and putting it in the garden, and now we need to make sure we have enough for this parking area. We want to make it at least 4 or 5 inches thick. Coming right here off of Hart Road. We have 1, 2, 3 garden plots here that nobody rented. So this right here will be sod cut, and we will roll the sod. And then on the other side of this pathway right here is one of our famous 10 by 30 plots from here all the way to right here where the grass is broken here. That's a 10 by 30 plot. That will be sod cut as well and rolled up. And then this is a half a 10 by 30, which is a 10 by 15 right here, and we're going to sod cut that. After we sod cut all of this, you see we have a stockpile right here of cardboard that we got from a local business in West Chicago, that cardboard and this cardboard, and we will lay that in here so that we can put that manure on top of it. That's what the plan is. So then this big L-shaped space will be for the fall garden, and then that as well. So we will be able to put the brassicas and stuff in there. This is Robin's plot. She's got a cute little thing going. She's got old railings that she used for some trellises. I brought out some old closet organizers and gave her those, so she uses those too for the watermelons. Like, look how cute those things are. See them on there? Little baby watermelons. So cute. Over here is Deb. She's got a bunch of leeks, tomatoes, and squash. Sweet potatoes over here. I'm not sure who this is. I think this is Amanda's family, which is a homeowner. She lives in this house over here. This, I believe, is Amanda. This is Sandy McGill, her green beans, peppers, and tomatoes. She also plugged in a bunch of flowers right here. My goodness, look at these sunflowers. I can't even believe it. And this is a perfect example of why you want to use straw as mulch. This is so crazy. When Sandy planted these zinnias, she plugged them in all the way down the row of her sunflowers. And then I gave her the last of the bundle of straw that we had. And I said, here, mulch it. So she put mulch on just this area here. And she didn't put it on that area over there. And look, that whole area over there dried up. And those seeds did not germinate. So that is just a perfect example of why you want to use straw mulch, wood shavings, anything. Even wood chips would have done fine right there to hold the moisture in your soil while you're trying to germinate seeds. So I thought that was so cool as a learning example right there. But her sunflowers are going to be awesome. This is Lauren's plot. She's got a 10 by 30. So she's got this whole thing all the way down to the end right there where the grass is. And then we have this area that we are going to sod cut. I think this is probably 40 feet wide by about 14 feet deep. And this is where we're going to have our seeding area. So we're going to clear this out with a sod cutter. We're going to lay down the cardboard and we're going to put wood chips all over the top of it. And then we can bring over, we have a bunch of chairs over there at the end of the plot. We have, I think there's 15 of those stackable green chairs. We could put a fire pit over here, but this will be the seating area. And our future plan is to have some type of gazebo or pergola or something to provide some shade for us out here. Then from Lauren's plot here over, we have a 2-foot walkway to get through here. And then everything in this garden bed that has a box, like mini raised garden bed in here, this is all for the Batavia Interfaith Food Pantry. I think this is basically 4 plots that didn't rent. I smushed them all together. I took out the 2-foot walk space and I just had these boxes built. And then we filled them with manure and Miracle-Gro garden soil. And now every one of these beds in here is growing something fantastic. So if I walk through here really quick, these are some sunflowers that I thinned out from, if you look behind this trellis over here, that's green beans, cucumbers on that trellis. And about 5 feet behind there, you can see the very tops of those sunflowers right there. They were planted so thickly, and those are the black beauties. And I had to thin them out. So I actually brought some over here when they were about a foot tall, and they actually took. Like transplanting sunflowers never works. This is a whole bed of those sunflowers. I put them right here, and they're doing just fine. Praise God. This is a failure bed. This is a bed of brassicas. This is cauliflower and broccoli and some cabbage. Nope, just cauliflower and broccoli. My mistake. It's already gone to seed. So these little seed pods right here will provide seeds for us as soon as we let them dry out in there. And we can use those to plant seeds next year. Or even this fall if they dry out quick enough. This is all peppers in here. We have potatoes in this whole row, and at the end we put in some sweet potatoes. These are all eggplant in this bed. This is our pole green beans that we heavily planted in here, and then we took branches from the forest. Back there, oh, so pretty, Sky. So all of these green beans are going to grow up these sticks and give us some green beans. This is our okra patch. Those are sunflowers, again, that we pulled out of that batch right there. That's a whole bed of peppers. Another bed of herbs. That's peppermint, spearmint, parsley, sage, and some more basil. Cinnamon basil, actually. This is another pepper bed. This is another pepper bed. Those violet sparkle peppers are looking ready. There's a green bell pepper down there. This is a pepper bed, and then that's another pepper bed right there. This is all cucumbers. At this end of the bed, we have pickling cucumbers. Over there, we have slicers. These seed starts, cucumber plants were all donated to us. These are all like vining squashes and melons on the ends of these tomato beds. And these rows are all tomatoes, indeterminate varieties, tomatoes. And tomatoes, and I have all the T-posts out here because we are going to build trellises for all 4 rows of these tomatoes. This is our determinate varieties of tomatoes right here. That's like your paste tomatoes, but we did the trellis called the Trellis to Make You Jealous, and we used the T-posts, the PVC tees, and then some conduit, and put our strings in the ground, anchored them in with some landscaping staples, and we created this trellis I found on YouTube called Trellis to Make You Jealous. This right here is squash. It's slow growing, and we have been babying it, hoping to God that we did not get a vine borer. I have all the T-posts out here because we're going to stab T-posts in the ground here and make sure that we grow these vertically. We'll put the T-post here too for these 2 squash that we have choking out this potato bed. This is 3 very long rows of flowers. This is that row of mammoth sunflowers, giant row of sunflowers. Can't even believe they're already 5-6 feet tall. Then we have this massive 15-foot row of zinnias. I already did a huge cutting of the zinnias off of here because the more you cut them, the more they grow. These are zinnias as well, and then all of these are zinnias. And then the last part of our bed here is a little bit more squash and zucchini. And then we had a little bit more space over here, so I went ahead and plugged in 6 more plants, squash plants over here. One of these is a vining variety, so I got to bring a trellis out here. Some additions to our garden are these 2 pumpkin plants. And don't you think that's like the sun hitting the leaves? No, it's not. It's a variegated pumpkin leaf. But look how big that pumpkin is already. It's like bigger than a basketball. This is a baby pumpkin on this one. Does not look like he germinated. Nope, he's rotting. So he did not get pollinated, so that's all that means. So you have to wait and see if we get another female pumpkin in here. And then we have Jimmy. Jimmy is the main pumpkin. Jimmy's the one that the kids here think we're gonna grow as big as my car. I hope that's the truth, because that would be awesome. And we put Jimmy over here. Now, Jimmy's the size of a beach ball already. Look at this. Look how big that is. He's giant. We're so excited to have him. Thank you, Jimmy, for showing up to the party. We did have another baby on the vine somewhere. I don't know where he is. Maybe he fell off. Maybe we picked him off. I have no idea. But Tom has been out here taking care of these pumpkins like nobody's business. So, moving on. Here we have Mark's garden. And Mark has a, from this walkway here over to the fence, he has a 10 by 30 also. His garden is going bananas. Like, he's got squash that are vining out here. They're going to take over in the walkway. Walkway here, and then this is Linda's plot. She's got a 15 by 10. And then right here, where this massive squash bunch is, that's Tina's plot up to the trellis there with the tomatoes on it. That's Tina's plot, and then from those beautiful sunflowers right there to those zinnias and those cosmos, and then I think this might be a pumpkin. Who knows? I don't even know what that is. But that's Annie's plot. And then we're at the end of the garden. Those chairs were donated to us. I believe a woman donated these tables to Miss Amanda. And then that is the Batavia Community Garden behind me. And I'm so glad I got to shoot this video with you guys today, guys, because on Sunday, this garden's going to look completely different. We have so many people coming out here to help us. We have Make It Market Ready. Adam Stander and his wife Emmy are coming out to help us. We have Dan from the Home Depot in West Aurora. He's coming out here to help us with his team of people. And then we have Tony with the Batavia Rotary Club that's coming out to help also. And they are all going to be out here sweating and working really hard for 3 or 4 hours. And we're going to thank in advance Speedway for helping us with cases of water and bags of ice so we can keep everybody hydrated. And then also Rosati's on Wilson Street in Batavia, because they are going to give us lunch. Thank you, Rosati's, because I love your food. But that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to show you really quick the entire garden, because I'm always giving you a garden tour of just what we're growing with Interfaith Food Pantry. But now you have the gist of everything that's going on here. And we do have plots that are available for next year, so please let us know in the comments below or send me a personal message on Facebook. But it was great to show this and share this with you guys. This is from the desires of my heart. The Lord has blessed us, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Take care and God bless.